Now they go up CQ on the task, but he's healing up. Can they find the damage? They don't have double edge. They'll glimpse Y on the Oracle now, so Y probably will end up dropping. For a Naga Siren kill, who the hell cares?
No, you don't care at all. Got a big trade. You force out so many heroes to teleport, and that leaves these lanes free. Mid lane free for nothing to say. Bot lane free for Star. Nothing to train these heroes at all. You drag Fly in. What can Naga Siren do against the Lifestealer at this point?
Silen's gonna have a sub 10-minute Maelstrom phase.
He's at a free lane. An absolutely free lane. He got a couple of kills as well. Slow down JT to the point that JT's just basically a glorified creep right now. And he's being done.
Yeah. Level 4 gets a nice food support. I don't know if that's going to save him. Q will be saved by Y and JT. Anything about. Oh my. 5-3 now. 1k net worth lead, but man, what's that Maelstrom stop on this Lifestealer? I mean, it's just. The other Siren's been the last half a job.
Oh yeah.
Switch roles.
Nah, that kind of lane for Fly just can't let you do too much. Granted, you take a look, Fly is #2 in net worth. So considering that rough lane, it's okay, but it's not quite to the level of Silo.
We're talking a Lifestealer. He's gonna TP up.
Radiant's bottom tower
on
is
up
under
the top
attack.
lane now. Silo, he'll start farming there instead. He just wants the free lane. Faith beyond the TP now. Bottom. Fly, you really don't want to be there. They're available. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Don't have something yet. That's the way for Fly to go. They won't commit now. They will commit the last one. Nothing to say. Has follow-up damage. Chance latches perfectly. Ollie has nowhere to go. He'll keep it out. Ema jumping in to try and help here. Does half the map. He can't really go after Sin-Q though. Would have cost his own lock. He saves the drop when he backs off. Doesn't change the factor that their position one has died 3 times in the first 5 minutes of the game.
You've got to find a way to give Fly free time. At the very least, leave him in the jungle right now. You've got to let someone else cop this. It has to be JT. Yeah, you've got the Maelstrom as well now. So everything's up and running here. They are going to jump Fate.
Can they actually kill him? Try.
No.
No, they won't. Faith beyond. Look at him just turn around. He's got no mana. Though he's threatening as if he does.
Oh, can see. Just walking up.
Tyler. Trouble. He will go down. Nice rotation there from IG. Well, he does manage to get away thanks to that kinetic build block. At the very least, IG did find a return kill on the opposing position, so the Lifestealer does go down. Mind you, the farm he has now, I mean, it's not. I don't think he's too concerned about that death either. He just goes back to the jungle, starts farming up with the Maelstrom, and I believe he will just outpace and outfarm the Naga Siren. And that kind of sounds ridiculous coming out of my mouth, but I believe it's going to be the case.
It certainly will be early on. I mean, it's going to be a while until Fly will take over. He will definitely take over at some point. Unless the aggression from EHOME is just completely unchecked and Fly keeps getting jumped. But Fly has control of the jungle now. Going to be free farming there. It's time for GT to power out of the jungle. He does have level 7 up. Or at least he has 2 bracers and phase boots up. But he's pretty much set. Just go back and being active. But EHOME
getting jumped on. Trying to find this kill. Emo should be able to find it. They do cancel TP off, so no pull coming in for Y, but here comes Sin-Q with Fate. They snowball in on Emo. He does manage to zip away. Shards do not get there on point. Kaka though will be a nice kill if they can find him with the soft since they're in time, and now Ollie, he's ready to go back and start a fight if he needs to with that static door, but they'll think better of it on the side of EHOME. They do back off and get back to it. You still want that blink on that bat right? He does already have BOTs up. Problem is while all that attention is being focused down on bot, the Lifestealer is still free farming top, the OD is still free farming the jungle. In fact, he's gonna have full Hurricane Pike up relatively soon. He'll have the 4-star probably in 2 minutes or so. No, even less. Make that 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's a really quick farming pace here for EHOME. They're only a K ahead. but it feels like so much more. They're only about 1k, 2k gold ahead, and it feels like a significant amount, mainly because of all the kills they've been finding. Oh, on to JT.
There, JT has to have he needs to commit it. He doesn't yet, and now he does. Still, Flamebreak was their fate, though. He needs to get out. Ensnare comes in for Flyby, and Emo jumps in as well. They really want the Bat Rider. They'll find him, and now Sylar. He's been trapped by the Dream Call. Why try to protect him, but can't really do much as they may find 3 on the side of IG, though. No, Sin2 comes in. Are they really going to try and turn this? The rest of IG are actually backing off. No, nothing to say. He has Sanity. He drops it straight off the bat. It's a lot of damage. Fly, he'll go down. Karka barely getting away with his life. Static Storm being dropped. Same Emo. Sin2 gonna be in trouble, but he'll try and turn around now with the shards.
Oh man!
Ollie just before he goes down. In fact, no, he won't even go down. Ollie, do you really get away into the high ground? So one trade. They'll lose the Naga Siren, but they do find Faith Beyond and Y on the Oracle. So IG arguably coming out on top of that one.
They're gonna be happy with the trade. You did kill off Faith Beyond, who's been a massive nuisance. He isn't worth as much gold as your Naga though. So overall, that is a slight loss for IG, but you're gonna be happy with the trade anyway. Really unfortunate you couldn't catch that disruptor just to even it out, just to make it 1 core, 1 support each side. Not quite effective to get the actual imprisonment off. Really well played from Ollie to get out there, and they might be finding more. Might be down about 3 heroes. Looking for that tier 1.
Pretty low. No real chance to deny this one off, so IG should be able to easily claim this. They'll fortify force blade out a bit. 10 comes preemptively as well, making sure nobody getting in the jungle to getting confident now. Emo may have that Kaya flop out. In fact, never mind, just put the staff of Wizard. Trying to decide what kind of item he wants to go for now. Straight away, sitting in onto Y. Fates again couldn't save the magic damage. Y trying to outrun them. Static Storm to with Dream Call's massive. Do they have the damage output? They certainly do for Y, but now the category comes in beyond the last. The Fates are flying by. The Naga's down again. It just seems like every time Firefly joins his team for team fight, he always ends up dying for the sake of support.
Yeah, that trade is definitely in EHOME's favor. You don't want to be playing your Naga Siren like that. I do get why IG's playing on defensive, this much offensively. They want to slow down EHOME right now, because it does feel like EHOME did gain a bit too much there. Still, it is coming at the cost of the farm of their Storm, at the farm of their Naga Siren, and these heroes still need a lot more for becoming effective. Emo, in fact, is just kind of going jungle, does decide to fly out the pie at last, but you take nothing to say, he's queuing up the BKB. Already has that overact, and that is just a little bit more. 2 parts away. That's up. Storm does nothing to him, and it's going to be much harder to with the OD.
I was also going to have a bash drop very soon, but he needs about 400 gold. Facebook bash Mel probably around 16 minutes.
Yeah,
He stands. We should get some how fast this farm. So that was very quick.
It's absurdly quick. You know what's funny as well? He does have the Iron Talon for his new one. So there's the easiest time in the world for him.
Yeah, he got this fun EHOME play. They've got to work for themselves.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nobody's really there. Thank you. He'll run out there as well, just at the time.
Dire's middle
okay,
tower is under attack.
especially for Firefly, of course. Still trying to get that answer on the siren. Isn't going for anything like a diffusable this time around. You only have damage output the other. Just kind of have to keep farming onto that man. Hey, for it's up. He has the blue double with the plateau, but he doesn't quite snap Firefly. Now he does, but he's gonna find the right one. I runs up. As so the immediate rotations he from the rest of the team. If they put down Firefly, he has some facades in range.
Oh no!
Find the kill as well, and the immediate infest to a creep. Just perfectly played that in faith. He did to see which was the real one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Made the right decision.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's not good for IG. They're gonna lose out on their mid-tier 1 as well. They lose their siren, they lost the song. And that's not a short cooldown. They're not gonna have that save for about 2 minutes. So it's gonna be a very vulnerable moment for IG in those 2 minutes. And EHOME was not relented with this pressure. They're just gonna keep going every single time they can.
What does IG do though? Like, EHOME really has nothing. Just pick up the rocket. The third Firefly has nothing but a gun. They can smoke up again. Now they've got a blink dagger on JT this time around. So perhaps this will be what they need.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're moving in on
Radiant
Silo.
structures
He has his
are
flasher up now. He shows himself. Moves up onto one with double and the storm. They do everything to get the damage. Young goes down, but the last is still fighting out. Snowball is straight after Emo. They don't quite reach with Snowball. You saw how much had to be committed for Bat Rider kill. You have a force coming.
That's a lot just to clean out Faith Beyond. Again, it's a good kill to take. He's an annoying hero, but when it comes down to it, Faith Beyond's not that much gold. You really want to catch out the OD or Sylar's Lifestealer, but neither of these heroes are easy to pick off. And just jumping in like that, you have to prioritize what you can take. They don't quite have the damage to deal with Sylar. If they drop that static storm on top, he doesn't have rage up, he can't really do much in terms of spells. Still a tanky hero to try to go for. And IG, they just take what they can get right now. They're happy enough that they got 1 kill. Vi is safe, he's just farming up on that bot lane, he's not being punished for this. And EHOME, they're not doing too much that Faith Beyond's dying. Like, he already has 4 items he needs. He gets the job done every single time. They did expand the static storm, although it's not too long for cooldown. That one, not going to give too much of it to EHOME unless EHOME just decides to go right now. Oh, looks like both teams are ready to go.
Go ahead. Everyone just calming it down a bit after that bat. Like, no reason to kind of force anything silly on either side. To be fair, Faith didn't even have Lasso up, so it's not like he was that only the time. They did make a fair bit of gold out of it though, so IG's still going to be very satisfied. But they certainly need some more core items up so they can take another fight like that. Michael's going into the old now, and I mean he's have the episode before that 20 minutes. In fact, he has the gold right now just about.
That's ridiculous. His farm rate has been ridiculous. On the Lifestealer of all things, this is just, he's at 500 GPM right now. It's basically just constant free farm.
EHOME smoking up, not the same Faith Beyond and Sin Q. Who are they going to find? JT.
Oh, no.
He's had a rough game. He's going to blink away, but Faith has a blink as well. He's moving towards the north side though, where he finds Emo of the storm, but Emo TP's Faith. Do you blink in? He will not spot him in time. JT will also blink and TP out of there.
Bot lane though.
Now, yeah, they go bot. They know the rest of EHOME are top. Sylar doesn't pop the page yet. Now Emo jumps in with the vortex. The first down to ASAP, but there's a phase eating. Sylar willing to maximize this. Emo, what are you doing here? And a Mana Stone. There's a lasso coming out. Static Storm and Sleep being committed. Emo will be able to get out of there safely, but they're not going to be able to capitalize off this combination. Kaka, he jumps back in. That wasn't the idea, Kaka. You're probably going to die for that. And yeah, he's got nothing to say. He's going to be there. He'll use up as well. Meanwhile, the rest of EHOME for more. Stampede having to be committed as Faith Beyond is not done. He finds Ollie, Disruptor. Sylar's there as well with the Lifestealer. And yeah, Ollie, you know where you're going. See ya.
Oh man. It looked bad for EHOME. They got the combination up. Managed to catch them all out. Still not enough. They tried to break down that Oracle. They couldn't do it. They couldn't control Sylar as well. They had to drop the Static Storm and the Sleep together to nothing. It came out and a whole bunch of nothing. Now, Sylar, he has his high stone with him, just working on his rescue. Is it flying out? That's Mjolnir. 20 minutes. Mjolnir Basher phase.
Oh,
like, oh man.
John. not to say. Go for it. That's Sanity's though. Could blow some up. JT, you don't want to be there right now. He won't show himself. He'll sneak from the tree line.
Siler. I can't get over Siler. He's got his next. How do you deal with this guy?
He found the centaur. Nasso in as well, and up to say it's there. JT, he has no way out. Faith beyond. He has like a sixth sense.
Oh,
He must be Spider-Man in his free time or something. His spidey sense is constantly tingling. He finds through the tree line.
He's just always on point. Again, he is EHOME's rock. He's like the foundation. He sets offs up. He places off from the laning phase so hard at Fly. The flash farmer Nocturne, who's just been staying in the jungle for the most part, is still number 3 in network. Right, still behind his D and his lifestealer, who ridiculously farmed Sylar. So much space to maximize here, and EHOME has been building off that space quite well. Kaka is the... No, he's not for career, is he? Oh, he is.
He is. He won't get
Not enough.
Now he may pay for why he's coming in.
Radiant's bottom tower
Won't be able
is
to
under
close the
attack.
gap. Quick question, John. We may as well have a guessing game. At what minute do you think Sylar gets Abyssal?
Looks about... I would say... 27, 28. 28 minutes.
28? I'm gonna say 25.
I think 25 is a bit fast. Unless he gets a couple of kills.
Have you seen Sylar farming today?
That's fair. That's fair. I'll change it. 26. 26. You take 25, I'll do 26.
Well, that's not
Bad.
fair. It's not going to be like 24.
Fine. 27. I'll stay at 27.
Kaka. Sylar just kind of running with him in the win. Although, look at IG. They've smoked up. They're going to go for something. Lasso, he's going to be there on Kaka, but the cavalry's come. Kaka already going down. Understand he's fucking catches too. Can they get this live skin? Sylar, he's about to drop, and he does. It's a great team fight by IG. Faithia tries to run away, but the glimpse is there, and this is going to be another kill going to that JT Centaur. And that's exactly what IG needed. They made in the side of EHOME using Kaka's spark. Kaka dies, but they find way more out of that death.
You're gonna be very happy with that trade, of course. Not gonna mind Kaka dies there to get the big life stealer, and that is gonna impact his vessel.
Dire's middle tower is
25.
under attack.
Castle's
Oh, yeah.
I never believed it will, but every time I say something, the opposite happens.
You should stop saying things, Mike.
What?
Stop saying things.
It's hard for you to do the caster job.
Oh boy.
Good on IG though. I mean, they're making a pretty nice comeback considering that last team fight. Definitely weighs back into the game for them
Radiant's
if they
middle
can
tower
keep
is
this
under
up.
attack.
You know, we take a look at this as well, Mike. The win probability has always been in IG's favor, apparently. So even with EHOME's early wins, it doesn't look like they've been getting enough to convince our AI overlords that they are actually winning.
And this is why I pay for the service, because I know these things, right? Dota Plus always knows the correct answer.
Absolutely. It always does. Although smoke from EHOME.
For EHOME, and he catches him with the last time. But JT! He gets a double stop. It doesn't matter. Nothing to say. He popped big. He just sanities. He just doesn't care. Just blow him up, and now the Astro on JT, he's dead. Nothing to say. The quick fingers on the big E though.
Oh yeah. Just like that, they managed to punish, get 2 kills. They waste the song as well. Not gonna be up for 90 seconds. The Santis is a bit longer though, so they're not gonna have that option currently. They still could kills to counteract those losses they had up top. They are gonna try to go for the Tier 2 tower as well.
Where are you going? Walks away, but Faith Beyond, TP, no way to cancel that. Doesn't have lasso. Meanwhile, mid lane, they lose their tier 2 for the side of IG. EHOME saves enough for us. We'll back off now, thank you very much. Dana was so close to with that Abyss, John. He's about 400 gold away. If he didn't die, I probably would have been correct, just so you know.
Doesn't look like it. Unfortunately. Well, no, actually, he
Radiant's middle tower is
still
under
hit it.
attack.
If it's creep, might actually give it him.
Past 25 minutes, it doesn't really count.
26 though. Like, well, midway between our two guesses, I guess. So, the game averaged it out, makes wrong, plays it right in between. There you go.
Haste! Enough.
So what's next? Like, do you just pick up an AC now on the silo? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing to say. Dropping very low. Sin Q. We'll jump in the same. Now, Lasso straight away from back behind. He's tired of this part. Can't. We'll have to pay for that attempt on Nothing to Say's life. Immediate punishment for Fate.
We are seeing Nothing to Say really get big here. It's been a while since we've seen such a big OE. Does have his Hex up as well. Gonna be really hard to play against as Hex BKB. No response really from IG to get that dealt with. It's gonna be a very long time until you have an ad on Ollie, if he even saves up for it at some point. So EHOME has all the answers in the world. There you go, there's the Hex work.
Easy kill onto Ollie. Poor guy was just trying to hit some creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But do you find it funny, John, where 27 minutes in
Radiant
and
structures
Atheon's still
are
putting an
fortified.
arcane for the neutral top slot. It's just kind of a weird thing, right? He just doesn't seem to need anything else. But yeah, I'll the arcane ring, I think it's 75 on the map. Very important for me.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, you know, this is what we've used where that map does count a lot more. Like, the only thing you can probably pick up beyond that is what? The drag skill? And that's armor and HP. It doesn't need as much. He gets some armor from the ring anyway, like 3 armor.
Radiant's
Not too bad.
middle
2
tower
armor
is
for
under
more
attack.
int. And mana. Good trade-off for Batrider.
Straight to the Roshan pit, EHOME. The fastest Roshan in the world. They don't really have a Dessa or anything like that, but I think they have an orb construction.
Are scanning.
Looks like the life steal that out with the Paladin sword in. So we'll claim the Roshan. IG, they're going to start pushing in that bot lane in. Parker. Back beyond going in by himself. Song will be there. He does lasso Karka.
Radiant's middle tower is
Like-
under attack.
Gonna TP away immediately as the top wears off. Now, how does Karka get out though? He does have a TP, but he didn't opt to use it. He's just trying to run his way out. But Sinkyu has a haste route. And well, there's a bit of all going on from JT apparently. But Karka will eventually get out. Meanwhile, the EHOME are looping around the mid lane now, trying to set up another kill across the map. And look at Faith Beyond. He was just bought, and now he's up top. And poor Flyfly is there, but they assume it's the illusion slot from the Riddle 1. So they leave him be. I think this is the real one. In fact, still looking around for him. Flyfly doesn't have the TP. He just used.
Pinging right though. Fate doesn't crit. And they go out. Just a bit of time wasted. Fly gonna be very happy to get a break with his life. He does have his heart hook, and this is the point. Naga's Siren is really hard to deal with. Lots of HP, pretty good damage with the Diffusal Blade Dance style up. Do they have enough to keep Fly in place without
Radiant's bottom
Molasso?
tower is under attack. Radiant
Tend to think they
structures
do.
are fortified.
I know the heart's a pretty big spike for a Naga Siren, but
I mean, we have the
the whole
OD,
idea
right?
is,
Like, we have the OD with pure damage.
yeah, they do.
Just gonna throw through. Still, you know, this might be enough for Fly. Pretty optimistic though, but this is probably the pickup they were waiting for. Fate does have it, so.
Or disrupt. Looks like he may need to. He does. Clear back. They'll leave the big. Not worth the lap though. We'll get their outpost back in time though. In fact, they'll deny both outposts away from the sun by IG now. IG will with just some bounty rules.
Damage.
Oh yeah, it's actually a rough situation when you have to give the books to your Iron, trying to get up level 21 as fast as possible for the town, of course. Still a bit from it. Will be a lot more work despite that zone going the way they're possible. Whereas EHOME, they got level 20 on Stellar, they got 21 on Nothing to Say. Those talents are up and running. And it's going to cause for EHOME.
Stupendous.
Bot lane could be big engagement with Karka. The orb away. Faith Beyond and the left stealer once again. trying to find somebody out of position. Nobody's going to be found out though, so he'll go mid. And well, Lapso is available, but not, well, there isn't a real Naga Siren there, it's just illusions. You'll realize it straight away. Fly. What do you go for on the Naga up next? Like, you got the heart. What's the next item? What turns the game?
Doesn't really. It doesn't turn the game per se, but it just makes you harder to deal with.
Naga gets out again, bot lane. Beyond and Silent just taking him up.
Yeah, it's a simple pick off once more. They have to expend the lasso, not the this cooldown world. I think at this point, you've kind of almost peaked with Naga. If you only have 2 slots left to clear out, probably just gonna go for Butterfly. And I know it depends on the role. Maybe a link for defense. Who knows? Beyond that, you've geared up completely in Naga. You're gonna start looking at Storm Spirit get more. Emo has not had the best storm. There's a huge deficit between him and his Naga. That's one big optimum between them. He needs to finish something up. Going for that Flickins next. Definitely gonna help. It's gonna surprise people when it adds up. And it should break the combo up. EHOME. That blast is not gonna be as instantaneous as you'd expect.
EKB up now for the live stream. Finding the raid isn't enough against that Naga Siren song. So get that EKB, you've got a 10-second charge now. Essentially, he's got 16 seconds worth of magic immunity in the next team fight.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I think the BKBs mainly to counteract that Orchid from our Storm, so he's the magic immunity anyway. And if he doesn't have access to his rage, that's gonna help massively. It's hard for that Storm, I think. He's been prioritization.
He hits level 25 before he uses it, he'll have 18 seconds of magic immunity. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Lane. I mean, with that BKB, you think he's feeling pretty confident to move in. We're waiting for someone to be out of position. JT, as target. Glimpse is there, but they already got the Centaur. Stop the device to make sure he can't run away. He didn't commit Stampede though, which is one positive in all this. He does have available Emo. Gonna jump in with that Orchid. Still, the lifesteal not dropping low enough. Doesn't pop the BKB yet. He knew they didn't have damage output.
Dire structures are fortified.
They secure T3, they back off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So they are actually going to back off after this. They're not going to risk losing any lives trying to go for the T3 push.
Yeah, I mean, beyond it, to try to counteract that push down bot. So they are going to be playing 4 versus 3 up top, which is, you know, not too bad. Still favoring home, but JT is respawning. They do pull back again.
They even got a repair kit on the Dire's side, so that T3 damage that you just going to be repaired up. This is one of the more controversial items that came out with neutral drops.
Radiant's
Not the biggest fan of it myself. I do think it's kind of based on moving in. Most up. See, Faith beyond a bot, that's pretty much the only person they see. He's in the mid lane, but he's in an Invictus room right now. They are going to loop around all the way to the top lane, but nobody's going to be there any longer as it does return back to the fountain. At the very least, he will be able to pick up his X on the way. It's that secret shot being there, but now he might have nothing to say. He'd be a great kill there. Two stops straight away. Can he burst him down? No false promises there from Y in time. Now Sanity's being dropped straight on the head of the Naga Siren, and Fly does drop. Fly goes down as well. OD dropping low. Emo, he wants to clean up the Astral, and Snowball's coming out. Xingqiu does go down 18. He does get the stun off as well. The life's still too much left to bone. He'll try and mad fight this as well. Glimmercape is there onto JT though. He has no if he hits Skylar. May just have to leave. But Emo is not done. He wants fence. He'll still go over the Silent though. There's coming back in with the blind. still can't kill Silence. The glimpse will be there. Silence to come. Now the buyback's coming up from the side of EHOME, but it's only Q on the task.
Oh, no.
He won't be able to save, and he dies back straight away.
Oh man. Really messy fight for him. IG is punishing quite hard. It's bad when they're not Siren just kind of died, but they lost too much in that backline. They didn't get enough done. And EHOME losing out on a lot there. Fortunately for them, IG, not really many objectives to take out. No Roche to fight as well. It'll be a late respawn on Roshan. They're going to take this tier 2 top. Maybe down as well, but there is enough time for EHOME to respawn and come back in.
I am getting a second.
I will secure it.
Radiant's top tower.
They are going to try and force something
Radiant's
in
middle
this
tower
play.
is under
Force the
attack.
buyback at least. Match version something like this are
Radiant's
now
middle
be
tower
there to
is
slow
falling.
them down a bit though. But also the mid tier 2. Roshan will respawn in 2 minutes, so they don't exactly have the option to go to the Roshan pit now as much as they'd like to, I'm sure. Limelight does just buy out, going for the butterfly like you said. Needs the just needs to start now. The Emo does finally manage to pick up that blockstone that they hated for so long through this game.
Reaching a point where IG's heroes are really starting to come online. Even Nagasar, right? Like, we're talking about heart not being enough. It was enough there. It took way too long to kill Fly off. That was enough time for IG to just clump up and force their own thing. Granted, they did have to buy it back and Fly in the end. Which, you know, it's still fairly close to fly into that butterfly. Once that's up, I'm just going to be hard to mitigate the right-click potential of the OD and Lifestealer. They're not going to hit you as often. As much for IG to really capitalize on this Nagasar coming into the late game.
Very well. Yeah, look confused as to what they can do now.
Radiant's
So they're
bottom tower
trying to set
is
up the
under attack.
Roshan attempt. Butterfly does come up now though. The Fly is starting to hit very, very hard. That much harder to kill us with that added evasion. See, Roshan up in about 30 seconds. EHOME in a great position to go for it, but look at IG, they understand the time well. They are not going to be willing to just give it away, especially after that win the last team fight. They certainly feel like they have the advantage going into this Roshan fight.
It's gonna be a bit of a scary fight for EHOME. Like just walking into the static storm and the song in the pit. They're the fight through.
Very
Down are scanned.
smoke up, IG, getting ready. Roshan's officially up. They really want to wait for EHOME to get started on the Roshan player champion. Like they don't want to be the ones to start the Roshan themselves. They've got better
Sure you
counter
do.
initiation. EHOME fall for it though. Buy a smoke of their own now. Nothing to say, has a casual moonshot apparently on the OD. JT, he gets in with the Hoonstop, but now Emo immediately backing him up for the OD surviving. BKB pop. This looks really bad as they will lose Kanka straight off. Now BKB's being pop bait. He kicks the lasso off. Who is he called? This is Disruptor Omni. He goes down to JT now, trying to outrun them. Emo meanwhile in the background trying to take down the support, but it's not going to be enough.
Radiant's
And it was actually
bottom tower
Silent
is under attack.
He jumps in and infests the OD after the Hoot Stomp to give him that bonus HP and allow him to survive long enough to be able to pop his BKB.
That great play coming out from Siler. Forces out the two buyback from IHG. You know, Roche up. Can go again.
That is Q goes down, nothing to say goes down.
Glorious thanks.
IG counter, they come back. And now with that, the Roshan moves. CQ does not have a buyback available. Do you really want to buy back? But the OD just fall back. I think EHOME takes, but they look like they're going to try it. Roche is already way too low, not gonna make it in time. IG do manage to pick it up, and Song is immediate there for all of them. JT already pushing Evo. Where are you going? Straight after that Oracle Y. Can't survive the burst back from Evo. Bella go on directly on the last of the business, and Vanity's not really doing much. JT, he will get lassoed. He has to be beat.
Oh no.
OD falling low and does so. Evo finds it too, but they've lost the Centaur in the process. Now the Aegis goes down. Sylar trying to outrun them. Evo does respawn. Meanwhile, Khan takes care of Fabian, but Fabian refreshes and has lasso available, but he ran out of mana. He can't lasso. He'll go after Firefly, but Evo's standing up the backlines. He's surviving because of false promise, but that's not to wear off, and it does now. Faith goes down. Sylar, the only man left standing, and he will surely not survive this, and he does not. IG clean him up, and there's the GG call. What is coming up Firefly preemptively though, John, from the Roche?
Oh yeah. That was what got them that fight. They caught the side day. That was enough to just take that fight away, and EHOME, they were vulnerable. They bought back on nothing to say. They still forced that fight out in the pit. They know the pit's a hard spot to be in. Against Nog, against the Disruptor, still force it out.